The world watched with bated breath. Eyes were glued to the skies, hearts pounding with anticipation. This was more than just a spectacle. It was a glimpse into the future of global power dynamics. For decades, the skies belonged to a select few. American Eagles ruled supreme, their dominance unchallenged. The F-16S and F-22 Raptors soared through the heavens, symbols of unmatched aerial prowess and technological superiority. Their European cousins held their own. The Eurofighter Typhoon and Dassault Rafale were formidable adversaries, showcasing the best of European engineering and innovation. But something was changing. A new wind was blowing. A new player entered the game, claws out, ready to challenge the established order. This wasn't just another competitor, it was a force to be reckoned with, a disruptor in the truest sense. The Chinese Dragon, once a mythical beast in the realm of air power, was now a roaring reality. The J-10C, with its sleek design and advanced capabilities, was a testament to China's growing ambition and technological advancements. The balance of power was shifting and the skies would never be the same. This was more than just a change in the lineup, it was a seismic shift in the very fabric of aerial warfare. This wasn't just about jets. It was about strategy, about positioning, about who would control the skies in the decades to come. This was about a fundamental shift in the global defense market. The stakes were higher than ever, with nations vying for supremacy, not just in the air, but in the lucrative defense industry. The French Rafale, a symbol of European engineering and capability, found itself in a dogfight it hadn't anticipated. It was a battle for relevance, for market share, for the future. Its opponent? The Chinese J-10C, a fighter jet that embodied China's ambition and technological prowess. The stakes were high, and the outcome uncertain. This wasn't just a battle for air superiority, it was a battle for market share, for influence, for the future of aerial warfare. The skies had become a new battleground where technology, strategy, and ambition collided in a high-stakes game of power and dominance. The Dassault Rafale, a twin-engine delta-wing fighter, was the pride of France. This marvel of engineering represented the pinnacle of French aerospace technology, combining sleek design with formidable power. A multi-role aircraft, it was designed to do it all: air superiority, ground attack, reconnaissance. Whether it was dogfighting in the skies or delivering precision strikes on ground targets, the Rafale was built to excel in every mission profile. It boasted cutting-edge avionics, a powerful weapons system, and a proven track record. The cockpit was a marvel of modern technology, providing pilots with unparalleled situational awareness and control. Its arsenal included a variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground munitions, making it a versatile and deadly platform. The Rafale had seen action in Afghanistan, Libya, and Mali, proving its mettle in real-world conflicts. Each deployment showcased its reliability and effectiveness, earning it a reputation as one of the most capable fighter jets in the world. On the other side of the ring stood the Chengdu J-10C. This aircraft was China's ambitious response to the global demand for advanced fighter jets. A single-engine Delta Canard design, the J-10C was China's answer to the world's best. Its design emphasized agility and speed, allowing it to perform complex maneuvers with ease. It was agile, fast, and packed a punch. The J-10C could engage multiple targets simultaneously, thanks to its sophisticated targeting systems and advanced weaponry. Its development was shrouded in secrecy, but its capabilities were becoming increasingly clear. Engineers worked tirelessly to refine its systems, ensuring it could compete with the best in the world. The J-10C boasted advanced radar, long-range missiles, and a growing reputation as a formidable opponent. Its radar systems could detect threats from great distances, and its long-range missiles ensured it could strike from afar. As it continued to prove itself in various exercises and operations, the J-10C was solidifying its place as a key player in modern aerial warfare. Tensions had been simmering between India and Pakistan for decades. The two nations, born out of the partition of British India in 1947, have had a tumultuous relationship marked by wars, skirmishes, and a constant state of military readiness. The disputed Kashmir region remained a flashpoint. This picturesque yet volatile area has been the epicenter of numerous conflicts, with both countries claiming it in full but controlling only parts of it. But in 2025, the conflict took a dangerous turn. A series of provocations and retaliations escalated tensions to a boiling point, leading to a situation that many feared could spiral out of control. A border skirmish erupted, drawing both nations into a tense standoff. The world watched with bated breath as the two nuclear-armed neighbors seemed poised on the brink of a full-scale war. At the heart of this confrontation was a new element, a direct clash between the Rafale and the J-10C. These advanced fighter jets represented the cutting edge of military technology for both nations. Indian Rafales, recently acquired in a landmark defense deal, found themselves facing off against Pakistani J-10Cs, supplied by China in a show of support. The acquisition of these jets was seen as a game-changer in the regional power dynamics. Details of the engagement remained classified, shrouded in the fog of war and propaganda. Both sides claimed victory, but the true outcome was obscured by conflicting reports and strategic misinformation. But one thing was clear: the J-10C had held its own against the more established Rafale. This unexpected performance by the J-10C raised eyebrows and questions about the future of aerial combat in the region. The skirmish sent shockwaves through the defense community. Analysts and experts debated the implications of this encounter, speculating on how it would influence future military strategies and alliances. The Chinese dragon had roared, and the world was listening. China's role in supplying the J-10C to Pakistan was seen as a bold statement of its growing influence and willingness to support its allies in times of conflict. The impact of the India-Pakistan clash was felt far beyond the battlefield. Stock markets reacted swiftly. Dassault Aviation, the maker of the Rafale, saw its stock price dip as investors questioned the jet's dominance. Meanwhile, Chengdu Aircraft Corporation, the manufacturer of the J-10C, experienced a surge in its valuation. The skirmish had exposed a new reality. The era of unquestioned Western dominance in the skies was over. The J-10C's performance, whether exaggerated or not, had planted seeds of doubt. Defense analysts scrambled to reassess their evaluations. Procurement officials around the world took notice. The game had changed. The implications of the shifting balance of power in the air were profound. Countries that had long relied on Western platforms for their defense were now faced with a dilemma. The J-10C offered a cheaper, increasingly capable alternative. Could they afford to ignore it? This wasn't just about economics. It was about strategic autonomy. Relying on one supplier, no matter how reliable, carried inherent risks. The rise of the J-10C offered an opportunity for diversification, for reducing reliance on traditional power brokers. The chessboard was being rearranged and the old rules no longer applied. Section 6. A new era of dogfighting, adapting to the dragon's breath. The emergence of the J-10C as a serious contender forced a reassessment of aerial combat doctrine. Western air forces, accustomed to technological superiority, had to adapt to a new reality: the potential for near-peer adversaries. Training, tactics, and technology all needed to evolve. The days of relying solely on stealth and beyond visual range combat were fading. The J-10C, with its advanced radar and maneuverability, presented a new set of challenges. Close-range dogfighting skills, once considered a relic of the past, were suddenly relevant again. The skies were becoming more crowded, more contested, and the margin for error was shrinking. Section 7. The future of air power innovation in the face of competition. The challenge posed by the J-10C wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Competition, after all, breeds innovation. The West, faced with a credible rival, was forced to up its game. Research and development into next-generation aircraft accelerated. New technologies, from directed energy weapons to hypersonic missiles, gained urgency. The race for aerial dominance was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. The J-10C's emergence had injected a much-needed dose of reality into defense planning. The skies were no longer a given, they had to be earned every single day. Section 8. Beyond the specs sheet. The human element in modern warfare. While technology played a critical role in modern warfare, it was important to remember the human element. The best aircraft in the world were only as good as the pilots behind the stick. Training, experience, and judgment remained paramount. The dogfights of the future wouldn't just be about who had the fastest jet or the longest-range missiles. They would be about who could process information faster, make decisions under pressure, and exploit the tiniest advantage. The human element, the intangible qualities of courage, skill, and determination, would continue to tip the balance in the skies. Section 9, The Skies Ahead, a call for vigilance and adaptation. The clash between the Rafale and the J-10C was a wake-up call. It signaled a new era of aerial warfare, one defined by fierce competition and rapid technological advancement. There was no room for complacency. The skies ahead promised to be challenging, unforgiving, and unlike anything seen before. But amidst the uncertainty, one thing was certain. The future of air power belonged to those who were willing to adapt, innovate, and fight for their place in the sun. The dogfight had begun. Let the best dog win.